Podcast 182. The Texture of a Bajan's Photojournalism. ISBN 978-976-97-26741. As an author, cinematographer, cultural theoretician, doctoral student, licensed cultural practitioner, and media arts major, I have advanced the view that metaphoric, pedagogical, and practical lenses are employed to analyze the texture of a Bajan's photojournalism. This case study provides a comprehensive analysis and effectively convey my message. The contextualizing of this literature review, according to uis.edu, provides a comprehensive understanding of the current knowledge boundaries and limitations of this specific field of media arts. Media arts is the study of human communication through film, photography, video, audio, computer, digital arts, and interactive media. The contextualizing of this literature review, according to uis.edu, I quote, provides a comprehensive understanding of the current knowledge, boundaries, and limitations of this specific field of media arts, end quote. Media arts is the study of human communication through film, photography, video, audio, computer, digital arts, and interactive media, as well as the driving theories, thereby enhancing my research context, end quote. This view is espoused by mn.gov. The genesis of this text, the texture of a Bajan's photojournalism, is rooted in the term texture, according to wikipedia.org. Texture, which originates from the Middle French word texture, which is derived from the Latin word textura, meaning a weaving web, texture, structure, end quote. However, in this context, texture comports itself as a metaphoric theory interacting with the abstract and concrete concepts within the precincts of my lived experiences as a media arts major. According to studiobinder.com, I quote, photography was invented by Frenchman Nicephore Nicephore in 1822, end quote. According to Wikipedia, I quote, between 1826 and the mid-20th century, photography evolved, end quote, to the extent that it has made it possible for me to now capture natural color photographs of the following: the State House, formerly Government House, built in 1702, according to wikipedia.org. Farley Hill National Park, opened in 1966. According to totallybarbados.com, the first Christchurch Parish Church in Barbados, built in 1629, according to christchurchpc.com, St. Philip Parish Church was destroyed by the hurricane of 1780 and later rebuilt in 1786, according to barbadospocketguide.com. St. George Parish Church was built in 1784, according to barbados.org. St. John's Parish Church, built in 1836, according to wikipedia.org. And Sixmens, a charming fishing village situated north of Spicetown, according to barbados.org. The texture of a Bajan's photojournalism explores the evolution of photography techniques and iconic historic cultural landmarks and locales in Barbados due to technological advancements. The influence of light on textures and tones in photography helps me to understand the history and the texture through different lenses as a media arts major. As a media arts practitioner, I have always utilized various cinematic techniques throughout this research project because I am cognizant of the fact that macro lenses are for fine textures, the wide-angle lenses are for larger scenes, and the telephoto lenses are for distant textures. During this exploration, I discovered that colonialism played a crucial role in shaping Barbados's cultural space. For example, according to Barbados.org, I quote, "Barbados was a colony of the British Empire for over 300 years, so the English influence is very strong. Historically, English settlers in 1629 created 6 original parishes on Barbados, which were reconfigured in 1645 due to increased land holding and state church elevation, resulting in 11 current parishes, according to Wikipedia.org. Throughout this text, I have employed photojournalism as a tool because it is the communication of news. For instance, these photographs make it very easy for me to emphasize the significance of understanding culture, history, and texture throughout various perspectives, simultaneously highlighting the impact of light on the textures and tones of iconic landmarks, including Christchurch Parish Church, Farley Hill, Leland, St. Philip Parish Church, St. George Parish Church, St. John's Parish Church, Six Men's Bay, and the State House. The more that I practice photography, I can appreciate the fact that it is an art, application, and practice of creating images by recording light electronically. In this space, I was able to capture, frame, share, and tell my perspective, which is my inner thoughts and worldview of the precincts of Bajan iconic landmarks, occupying space within this cultural space, and in many different ways with you, the readers, who can admire my work. In this text, photography serves a dual purpose. A, it functions as a metaphor, and B, it functions as a pedagogical lens, which is deemed a distinct philosophy of learning and examining the culture of Barbados. As an author, cinematographer, doctoral student, cultural theoretician, and media arts major, the application of photography employed as a tool actually gives me latitude to explore historical, cultural, iconic landmarks and their impact on the Bajan's architecture and ecological environment. Now that the texture of a Bajan's photojournalism highlights the evolution of photography techniques from 1840s to the 20th century and the resilience of iconic historic landmarks and locales including Christchurch Parish Church, Farley Hill, Leland, St. Philip's Parish Church, St. George's Parish Church, St. John's Parish Church, Six Men's Bay, and the State House. When I applied my macro lens, it facilitated me in framing an extreme close-up view of explicit details of the texture of Barbados's cultural iconic landmarks and how it has been a blend of West African and British influences, featuring Jacobean, Georgian, and Victorian architectural styles for centuries, which implies cultural transmission. Cultural transmission is how the concepts from one culture are passed down from generation to generation, a view espoused by study.com. Photojournalism offers a unique perspective on reality, allowing for reflection and reflection. It comports itself as an immobile nature, silence, and color, making it a contemplative medium for exploring ideas of history, which is now employed as a cultural critique on the topic texture. The texture of a Bajan's photojournalism is a metaphoric and pedagogical lens that resembles the literature, engaging you, the reader's senses, through sight, song, taste, smell, and touch. Photojournalism serves as a powerful tool for understanding the texture of the Bajan iconic cultural landmarks and its impact on its architecture, ecology, landscape design, and meaningful experiences. And now that I have analyzed the texture of these historical cultural iconic landmarks and their impact on the country's history and the culture, my cognitive abilities spark my inspiration to enhance the visual quality of objects and subjects by enhancing shape, tone, and color depth through the metaphoric lens of the texture of Bajan's photojournalism. The systematic investigation into and study of the texture of Bajan's photojournalism reveals Barbados's culture is a blend of West African and British influences, with Barbadian settlers introducing the plantation model in 1670, according to wikipedia.org. Contextually speaking, I humbly suggest that photography is a culture, not just a medium. Photography is used as an exploitive tool. Photography is an explorative tool. The texture of Bajan's photojournalism is an artistic tool which allowed me to capture and framed photographs of texture, which are a snapshot of time, a record, a detail, a shift, a perspective, and an emotion. This view is corroborated by bartleyb.com. These photographs, captured and framed within the precincts of this text, provides a unique perspective on the Bajan reality, allowing for reflection and capture of Bajan artifacts, framing and documenting them. This view is espoused by justor.org. Although photography is deemed an immobile nature, silence and color make this text a contemplative medium for exploring ideas of history, yet it comports itself as a cultural critique on texture. By the same token, the texture of a Bajan's photojournalism is a Bajan Citizen 2024 publication who engages readers' senses through sight, song, taste, smell, and touch. This view is espoused by delmar.edu. The text provided a comprehensive understanding of a Bajan, about a Bajan's way of life as a media arts practitioner, and a synopsis of the Bajan cultural iconic landmarks occupying space within the Bajan's landscape and people all over the world. Overall, this text highlights the significance of examining texture through various lenses, similar to how music's texture is influenced by instruments, rhythm, melody, harmony, and timbre, a view espoused by mymusictheory.com. This text continues to significantly influence public opinion, raise awareness, and document history, a view espoused by hilariouspublisher.com. The texture of a Bajan's photojournalism, ISBN 978-976-972674-1, provides a thorough analysis of a Bajan's work, who is a media arts major practitioner, especially on the subject of texture, was captured and framed in 15 chapters, 17 photos, in 9,290 words long, aired in podcast 182 and published in publication 322.